Up from the pools of the Aegean, where feet, most beautiful of Nereid maidens, weave beneath the foam their long sea dances. I, their lord, am come, Poseidon of the sea. It was my power, with great Apollo, which builded, tower by tower, these walls of Troy. And still, mine care doth stand true to the ancient people of my hand, who now are as smoke perished in the shock of Argive spears. Down from Parnassus rock the Greek Aphos came, a Phoenician sea, and by mysteries of Pallas, a steed, magnificent, big in arms, and through mine wall it passed, a death-fraught image magical. The groves are empty, and the sanctuaries run red with blood. Unburied Priam lies at his own hearth, on Cod's high altar stair. Phrygian gold goes forth, and raiment rare to the Argive ships. And weary soldiers wander, waiting for the winds that will finally blow them home. To wives, to children, left long years ago, before this seed's 10th fullness and decay, which brought about this man's undoing. And as for me, as Argive Hera conquereth, and she who with Hera wrought the Phrygians' undoing, Pallas, I bow mine head, and go forth from great Dillon, in mine sacred altars of old. When a city lieth still in the grasp of desolation, all God's spirit there is sick and turns from worship. Hearken. Hearken now, to where the ancient river waileth with the voice of many women, chosen from the wastes of war for new lords, to the Lot's Leap, Thessaly, or Argos, or the steep of Theseus' rock. And others still there are, noble women, chosen for the great kings, behind these portals hid. And with them that Lacedaemonian dinner, Helen, like them, a prisoner and a prize. And this unhappy one. Would any eyes gaze now on Hecuba, who lieth at the gates, amid many tears for many fates of wrong? One child, Polyxena the brave, slain in secret beside the tomb of Achilles, lies bleeding. All Priam's sons are dead. And lo, the chosen one, Cassandra, whom Lord Apollo spared to go her way, a swift and virgin spirit, goes garlanded a bride of wrath to the bed of Agamemnon. Oh, happy long ago. Farewell. Farewell, ye shining towers, in mine ancient citadel, broken by Pallas, or still thy roots tell thee true.
Is it the will of God's high brother, to whose hand is given great power of old and worship of all heaven, to suffer speech from one whose enmities this day are cast aside?
His will it is, kindred and long companionship with all, most high Athena, are things magical.
Blessed be thy gentle mood. Methinks I see a road of comfort here for thee and me.
Thou hast some counsel of the gods, or words spoken of Zeus, or be it some tidings from a far spirit.
For this Ilion's sake whereon we tread, I seek thee, and make thy hand as mine.
Hath that old hate indeed faileth where she lieth in her ashen sleep? Thou pitiest her?
I would make mine ancient enemies laugh for joy, and bring on these Greek ships a bitter homecoming.
Swift is thy spirit's path, and strange withal, and hot be thy love and hate where'er they fall.
A deadly wrong they did me, yea, within mine holy place, thou knowest.
I know the sin of Ajax, when he cast Cassandra down.
And no man rose and smote him, not frown, nor word from all the Greeks.
For thine hand that gave them joy!
Therefore I stand with thee to stand them.
All thou sayest, even now is ready in mine heart. What seekest thou?
A homecoming that striveth evermore, but cometh to no home.
Here on shore let's hold them, or amid mine own salt foam.
When the last ship hath buried herself for home, Zeus shall send rain, long rain, and flaw of driven hair, and whirling darkness blown from heaven. To me his living light he promiseth, or ships and men, for scourging and hot death. Do thou make wild the roads of the sea, and steep with war of waves and yawning of the deep, till dead men choke Euboea's curling bay. So Greece shall dread, even in an after day, my house, nor scorn the waters of strange lands.
I give thy boon unbartered. These, mine hand shall stir the waste Aegean, reeds that cross the delaying pathways, Jantor mine Cronsus, Cyprus, and storm-riven Chepharos, with the bones of drowned men shall glut him. Go thy way, and bid thine sire yield unto thine hands the arrows of his fire. Then wait. Wait thine hour, when the last ship has sailed, her cable coils for home. How are ye blind? Ye treaders down of cities, ye that cast temples to desolation, lay waste tombs, the untrodden sanctuaries of the ancient dead. Yourselves, so soon you die!
Up from the earth, O weary head. This is not Troy. About, above, not Troy, nor we the lords thereof. Thou breaking neck be strengthened. Endure and take not. Down the world's wide road float, float, where streams the breath of God, nor turn thy prow to breast the wave. Woe! For what woe lacketh here? My children, lost, my land, my lord. O thou great wealth of glory, stored of old in Ilion, year by year we watch, and wert thou nothingness? What is there that I fear to say? And yet, what hope? Well this ache of lying comfortless and haunted. My side, my brow and temples, all with changeful pain my body rocketh, and would fain move to the tune of tears that flow. For tears are music too, and keep a song unheard in hearts that weep. O ships, O crowding faces of ships, O hurrying beat of oars as of crawling feet, how found ye our holy places? Threading the narrows through, out from the gulfs of the Greek, out to that clear dark blue, with hate ye came and with joy, and the noise of your music flew. Clarion and pipe did shriek as the coiled cords ye threw, held in the heart of Troy. What sought ye then that ye came? O woman, a thing abhorred, a king's wife that her lord hateth, and Castor's shame is hot for her sake. And the reeds of old Euripides stir with the noise of the name of her. She slew mine ancient king, the sower of 50 seeds, and cast forth mine and me as shipwrecked men that cling to a reef in an empty sea. Who am I, that I sit here at a Greek king's door? Nay, in the dust of it. A slave that men drive before, a woman that hath no home, weeping alone for her dead. A low and bruised head, and the glories struck therefrom. O mothers of the brazen spear, and maidens, brides of shame! Troy is a smoke, a dying flame. Together we will weep for her. I call ye as a wide-winged bird calleth the children of her fold to cry. Ah, not the cry men heard in Ilium, not the songs of old that echoed when my hand was true on Priam's scepter, and out the Dardan music rolled, and Troy's great gods gave ear thereto.
How sayest thou? Whither moves thy cry, thy bitter cry? Behind our door we heard thy heavy heart outpour its sorrow, and there, shivered by fear, and a quick sob shaken from prisoned hearts that shall be free no more.
Child, 'tis the ships that stir upon the shore.
The ships awaken! Dear God, what would they? Overseas bear me afar to strange cities.
Nay, child, I know not. Dreams are these, fears of the hopes forsaken.
Awake, O goddess of affliction, awake, and learn your lots. Even now the Argives break their camp for sailing.
Not Cassandra. Wake not her whom God hath maddened, lest the foe mock at her dreaming. Leave me clear of that one edge of woe. O Troy, my Troy, thou diest here most lonely. And most lonely we, the living, wander forth from thee, and the dead leave thee wailing.
Out of the tent of the Greek king, I steal my queen with trembling breath. What means thy call? Not death, they would not slay so low a thing.
It's the shipfolk, crying to deck the galleys, and we part.
Peace, child. Take the mourning to thine heart.
My heart with dread is dying.
And a herald from the Greek hath come.
They cast me, and to him a bondmaid.
And I? Where go I? A winter frozen bee, a slave death-shapen as the stones that lie hewn on a dead man's grave. The children of mine enemy to foster, or keep watch before a master's door, I, that was queen in Troy.
Thou, what tears can tell thy doom? The shuttle still shall flit and change beneath my fingers, but the loom
One last look. Oh, there cometh worse. A great bed in the dark.
God curse that night and all the powers thereof.
Or pitchers to and fro, to bear to some Pyrene on a hill, where the proud water craveth still its broken-hearted minister. God guide me yet to Theseus' land, the gentle land, the famed afar.
But not the waste of foam, never. A fiercer road to Helen's river to bend to Menelaus' hand that wasted Troy with war.
They told us of a land high born, where glimmers round Olympus roots a lordly river, red with corn and verdant fruits.
Aye, that were next in my desire to Athens, where good spirits dwell. Or Aetna's breast, the deeps of fire that front the Tyrian citadel, first mother she of Sicily and mighty mountains. Fame hath told their crowns of goodness manifold. And close beyond the narrowing sea, a sister land, where float enchanted Ionian summits, wave on wave, and Crathis of the burning tresses makes red the happy vale, and blesses with gold of fountains, spirit-haunted, homes of true men and brave.
But lo, who cometh? And his lips grave with the weight of dooms unknown. A herald from the Grecian ships. Swift comes he, hot but to be done and finished. Ah, what bringeth he of news or judgment? Slaves are we, spoils of the Greek hath won.
Thou knowest me, Hecuba. Often have I crossed these plains with tidings from the Hellene host. His eye, Talthybius. Nay, of ancient use thou knowest me, and I come to bear thee news.
Ah me, 'tis here, women of Troy, our long embosomed fear.
The lots are cast if that it was ye feared.
Ah me, what lord, what land, Phthia or Thebes, or sea-worn Thessaly?
Each hath her own, ye go not in one herd.
Say then what lot hath any? What of joy falls or can fall on any child of Troy?
I know, but make thy question severally.
Back! My stricken one must be still first. Say how Cassandra's portion lies.
Chosen from all, for Agamemnon's prize.
How? For his Spartan bride, a tirewoman? For Helen's sister's pride?
Nay, a bride herself for the king's bed.
The sainted of Apollo! And her own prize that God promised out of the golden clouds, her virgin crown.
He loved her for that same strange holiness.
Daughter, away, cast all away, the haunted keys, the lonely stoles array that kept thy body like a sacred place.
Is it not rare fortune that the king hath smiled on such a maid?
What of that other child ye reft from me but now?
Polyxena? But what child meanest thou?
The same. What man now hath her, or what tomb?
She rests apart to watch Achilles' tomb.
To watch a tomb? My daughter? What is this? Speak, friend. What fashion of the laws of Greece?
Count thy maid happy. She hath naught of ill to fear.
What meanest thou? She liveth still.
I mean, she hath but one ill sorrow that keeps her free from all toil else.
What of Andromache, wife of mine iron-hearted Hector? Where journeyeth she?
Pyrrhus, Achilles' son, hath taken her.
And I? Whose slave am I? The shaken head, the arm that creepeth by, staff crutched like to fall.
Odysseus, Ithaca's king, hath thee for thrall.
Beat the crownless head, rend the cheeks till the tears run red. A lying man and a pitiless shall be lord of me. A heart full flown with scorn of righteousness. O part of a beast where law is none, where all things change so that lust be fed. The oath and the deed, the right and the wrong, even the hate of the forked tongue. Even the hate turns and is cold. False is the love that was false of old. Oh, women of Troy, weep for me. Yea, I am gone my ways. Mine is the crown of misery, the bitterest day of all our days.
Thy lot thou knowest, queen, but I know not what lord of north or south has won my lot.
Go, seek Cassandra, men. Make your best speed, that I may leave her with the king, and lead these others to their diverse lords. What means that sudden light? Is it the flare of torches? Would they fire their prison rooms? Or how these dames of Troy? For God, the dooms are known, and they now burn themselves and die rather than sail with us. How savagely in days like these a free neck chafes beneath its burden. Open! Open quick! Such death were bliss to them it may be, but it will bring much wrath and leave me shame before the king.
It is no fire, no peril. It is my child, Cassandra, by the breath of God made wild.
Lift it high, give my hand! Lo, I bear claim unto God! I praise his name. I light with a burning brand this sanctuary. Blessed is he that shall wed, and blessed am I in Argos, a bride to lie with a king in a king's bed. Hail, O Highland red, O torch that makest one. Weepest thou, mother mine own? Surely thy cheek is pale with tears, tears that wail for a land and a father dead. But I go garlanded. I am the bride of desire. Therefore my torch is born. Lo, the lifting of morn. Lo, the leaping of fire. For thee, O Highland bright, for thee, O moon of the deep. So law hath charged for the light of a maid's last sleep. Awake, O my feet, awake, our Father's hope is won. Dance as the dancing skies over him, where he lies. Happy beneath the sun. Lo, the ring that I make. Apollo! Is it thou? O shrine in the laurel's cold, I bear thee still as of old mine incense. Be near to me now. O Hymen, Hymen fleet, quick torch that makest one. Am I still alone? Laugh as I laugh, and twine in the dance, O mother mine. Dear feet, be near my feet. Come, greet ye Hymen. Greet Hymen with songs of pride. Sing to him loud and long. Cry, cry when the song faileth for joy of the bride. O damsels girt in the gold of Ilion, cry, cry ye for him that is doomed of old to be lord of me.
Oh, hold the damsel! Lest her tread her feet, lest her fly me, for the hellish fleet.
Fire, fire, where men make marriages. Surely thou hast thy lot. What are these thou bringest flashing? Torches, savage, wild, and far from mine old dreams. Alas, my child, how little dreamed I then of wars or red spears of the Greek to lay thy bridal bed. Give me thy brand. It hath no holy blaze thus in thy frenzy flung. Nor all thy days, nor all thy griefs have changed them yet, nor learned wisdom. Ye women, bear the pine half burned thus to the chamber back, and let the music of your drowned eyes answer the music of these bridal cries.
O mother, fill mine hair with happy flowers and speed me forth. Yea, if my spirit cowers, drive me with wrath. So liveth Loxias. A bloodier bride than ever Helen was, go I to Agamemnon, Lord most high of Hellas. I shall kill him, mother. I shall kill him, and lay waste his house with fire as he laid ours. My brethren and my sire shall win again. But part I must let be and speak not. Not the acts that craveth me, and more than me, not the dark wanderings of mother murder that my bridal brings, and all the house of Atreus down, down, down. Nay, I will show thee. Even now, this town is happier than the Greeks. I know the power of God is on me, but this little hour, wilt thou but listen, I will hold him back. One love, one woman's beauty, or the track of hunted Helen, made their myriads fall. And this their king so wise who ruleth all, what wrought he? Cast out love that hate might feed, gave to his brother his own child, his seed of gladness that a woman fled, and fain to fly forever should be turned again. So the days waned, and the armies on the shore of Simius stood and strove and died. Wherefore? No man had moved their landmarks. None had shook their walled towns. And they whom Ares took had never seen their children. No wife came with gentle arms to shroud the limbs of them for burial in a strange and angry earth laid dead. And there at home, the same longed earth. Women that lonely died, and aged men waiting for sons that never should turn again. Nor know their graves, nor pour drink offerings to still the unslacked dust. These be the things
the conquering Greek hath won. But we, what pride, what praise of men were sweeter that fighting died to save our people. And when war was red around us, friends upbore the gentle dead home, and dear women's hands wound about them white shrouds, and here they sleep in the old ground beloved. And the rest long days fought on, dwelling with wives and children, not alone and joyless like these Greeks. And Hector's woe. What is it? He is gone, and all men know his glory, and how true a heart he bore. It is the gift the Greek hath brought. Of yore men saw him not nor knew him. Yea, and even Paris hath loved withal a child of heaven, else had his love but been as others are. Would ye be wise, ye cities? Fly from war. Yet, if war come, there is a crown in death for her that striveth well and perisheth unstained. To die in evil were the stain. Therefore, O mother, pity not thy slain, nor Troy, nor me, the bride. Thy direst foe and mine by this my wooing is brought low.
I swear, had not Apollo made me mad, not lightly hast thou flung this shower of bad bodings to speed my general o'er the seas. For God, the wisdoms and the greatnesses of seamen, are they hollow all as things of naught? This son of Atreus, of all kings most mighty, hath so bound to the love of this bad maid, and chooseth her above all women. For God, rude though I be, I would not touch her hands. See thou, I know thy lips are blind, and whatso words they speak, praises of the Greeks and shamings of Troy, I cast to the four winds. Walk by my side in peace, and heaven content him of his bride. And thou shalt come when Odysseus' host call for thee. 'Tis a wise queen thou goest to serve, and gentle. So the Ithacans say.
Oh, how fierce a slave! Oh, heralds, heralds! Yea, voices of death! And mists are over them of dead men's anguish like a diadem. These weak, abhorrent things subserve the hate of kings and peoples. To Odysseus' gate my mother goeth, sayest thou? Is God's word as naught to me in silence ministered, that in this place she dies? No more. No more. Why should I speak the shame of them before they come? Little he knows, that hard beset spirit, what deeps of woe await him yet, till all these tears of ours and harrowings of Troy by his shall be as golden things. 10 years, behind 10 years athwart his way, waiting and home, lost and unfriended, nay, why should Odysseus' labors vex my breath? On, hasten, guide me to the house of death to lie beside my bridegroom. Thou, Greek king, who deemest thy fortune now so high a thing, thou, dust of the earth,
a lovelier bed than ever was. I see in darkness, not in light, awaiting thee. Oh, I'm with thee, with thee. There, where yawneth plain a rift in the hills, raging with winter rain. Dead and outcast and naked, it is I, beside my bridegroom. And the wild beasts cry and raven on God's chosen house. Oh, ye wreaths, ye garlands of my God, whose love yet breathes about me shapes of joyance mystical. Begone! I forgot the festival, forgot the joy, begone! I tarry so from off of me! Out on the swift winds they go. With flesh still clean, I give them back to thee. Still white, O God, O my light that leadest me. Where lies the galley? Whither shall I tread? See that your watch be set, your sail be spread, the wind comes quick. 3 powers, mark me, thou. There be in hell, and one walks with thee now. O mother, farewell, and weep not. O my sweet city, my earth-clad brethren, and thou great sire that begat us. But a space, ye dead, and I am with you. Yea, with crowned head I come, and shining from the fires that feed on these that slay us now, and all their seed.
The queen! She falls, rigid without a word. Oh, sorry, thralls, too late. And we live her down, stricken a woman and so old. Raise her again.
The love we seek not is no love. This ruined body is the fall thereof too deep for any that now is over me of anguish, and hath been and yet shall be. God, nay, why call I on things so weak for aid? Yet there is something that does seek crying for God when one of us hath woe. Oh, I will think of things gone long ago and weave them to a song, like one more tear in the heart of misery. All kings we were, and I must wed a king. And sons I brought my lord king, many sons, nay, that were not, but high, strong princes, of all joy the best. Pallas, nor Troas, nor the garnered east held such a mother. And all these things neath the Argive spear I saw cast down in death. and shore these tresses at the dead men's feet. Yea, and the gardener of my garden great, it was not any noise of hymn nor tale I wept for. These I saw when the pale was broke and Priam fell there at the altar murdered, and round him all his citadels sacked, and my daughters, virgins of the fold, meet to be brides of mighty kings. Behold, 'twas for the Greek I bred them. All are gone, and no hope left that I shall look upon my faces any more. For they are not. And now my feet tread the utmost line. An old slave woman. I pass below mine enemies' gates, and whatso task they know for this age basis shall be mine. The door, bowing to shut and open, I that bore Hector, and meal to grind, and this racked head bend to the stones after a royal bed. Torn rags about me, I and under them torn flesh, to make a woman sick for shame. And all that one man's arms might hold, one woman. What long seas have o'er me rolled and roll forever. Oh, my child, whose white soul laughed amid the laughter of God's light. Cassandra, what hands, and how strange a day has loosed my tone. And thou, Polyxena, where art thou? And my sons, not any seed of man nor woman shall help my need. Why race me any more? What hope have I to hold me? Lay this woman, this slave that once trod high in Ilion, lay her on her bed of clay rock pillow to lie down and pass away wasted with tears. And whatso man they call happy, believe not ere the last day fall.
white feet glancing light as air, made happy music through the gloom. And fires on many an inward room, all night broad flashing, flung their glare on laughing eyes and slumber mating. I was among the dancers there to Artemis, and glory sang her of the hills, the maid most fair, daughter of Zeus. And lo, there rang a shout out of the dark, and fell death-like from street to street, and made a silence in the citadel. The child cried as he prayed, and hid him in his mother's veil. Then stalked the slayer from his den. The hand of Pallas served her well. Oh, blood of Troy was deep about the streets and altars then. And in the wedded rooms of sleep, lo, the desolate, dark alone, and headless things men stumbled on. And forth, lo, the women go, the crown of war, the crown of woe, to bear the children of the foe and weep for Ilium.
Lo, yonder on the heaped crest of a Greek wain, Andromache, as one that o'er an unknown sea tosseth, and on her wave-born breast, her loved one clingeth, Hector's child, Astyanax. O most forlorn of woman, whither goest thou? With Hector's bronzen arms, and piled spoils of the dead, and pageantry of them that hunted Iliad down. I, richly shall thy new lord crown the mountain shrines of Thessaly.
Forth to the Greek I go, driven as a beast is driven.
Woe, woe.
Nay, mine is woe. Woe to none other giveth,
Oh,
and
Zeus.
song and crown that for he hates thee sore.
Children,
No more to aid thee, their strife is striven.
Troy is gone.
Yea, and her treasure parted.
Gone, my children, mine, the noble-hearted.
Sing, sorrow,
For me.
sing for the great city that falleth to be a shadow, a fire departed. Come to me, O my lover.
The dark shroudeth him over. My flesh woman, not thine, not thine.
Make of thine arms my cover.
O thou whose wound was deepest, thou that my children keepest, Priam, O age-worn king, gather me where thou sleepest.
Oh, here is the deep of desire.
How? Is this not woe?
For a city burned with fire.
It beateth blow on blow.
God's wrath for Paris, thy son, who died not long ago, who sold for his evil love Troy and the towers thereof. Therefore dead men lie naked beneath the eye of Pallas, and vultures croak and flap for joy. So love hath laid his yoke on the neck of Troy.
God, mine own land, my home.
I weep for thee left forlorn,
Seest thou what things are come?
in the home where my babes were born.
A desolate mother we leave, O children, a city of scorn. Even as the sound of the song left by the way but long remembered, O tune of tears falling where no man hears. In the old house as rain, for things loved of yore, but the dead hath lost his pain and weeps no more.
How sweet are tears to them in bitter stress, and sorrow, and all the songs of heaviness.
Mother of him of old, whose mighty spear smote Greeks like shaft, seest thou what things are here?
I see God's hand, that buildeth the great crown for littleness, and that casts the mighty down.
I and my babe are driven among the droves of plundered cattle. Oh, when fortune moves so swift, the high heart like a slave beats low.
'Tis fearful to be helpless. Men but now have taken Cassandra, and I strove in vain.
Oh, woe is me. Hath Ajax come again? But other evil yet is at thy gate.
Nay, daughter, beyond weight, beyond number my evils are. Doom raceth against doom.
Polyxena, across Achilles' tomb lies slain, a gift flung to the dreamless dead.
slain a widow, I read it not. I saw her lie in stainless chariot, and raiment wrapped on her dead limbs, and beat my breast for her.
Oh, the foul sin of it! The wickedness! My child, again I cry to thee. Oh, cruelly art thou slain!
She hath died her death, and howso dark it be, her death is sweeter than my misery.
Death cannot be what life is, child. The cup of death is empty, and life has always hope.
Oh, mother, having ears, hear thou this word, fear conquering, till thy heart as mine be stirred with joy. To die is only not to be, and better to be dead than grievously living. They have no pain, they ponder not their own wrong, but the living that is brought from joy to heaviness, his soul doth roam as in a desert lost from its own home. Thy daughter lies now as one unborn, dead, and not knowing of the lust and scorn that slew her. And I, long since I drew my bow straight at the heart of good fame, and I know my shaft hit, and for that I am the more fallen from peace. All that men praise us for, I loved for Hector's sake and sought to win. I knew that all way, be there hurt therein or utter innocence, to roam abroad hath ill reports for women. So I trod down the desire thereof, and walked my way in mine own garden. And light words and gay parley of women never passed my door. The desires of my own heart I craved no more. Spoke with me, and I was happy. Constantly I brought fair silence and a tranquil eye for Hector's greeting, and watched well the way of living, of where to guide and where obey. And lo, some rumor of this peace being gone forth to the Greek hath cursed me. Achilles' son, so soon as I was taken for his thrall, chose me. I shall do service in the hall of them that slew. How shall I thrust aside Hector's beloved face and open wide my heart to this new lord? Oh, I should stand a traitor to the dead. And if my hand and flesh shrink from him, lo, wrath and despite over all the house, and die a slave! One night, I, men have said it, maketh tame a woman in a man's arms. What woman can so forswear her dead and give strange kisses in another's bed? Why not a beast, not a colt will run in the yoke of trouble when her mate is gone? A thing not in God's image, dull, unmoved of reason. And my Hector, best beloved, that being mine was all in all to me, my prince, my wise one, my majesty of valiance. No man's touch had ever come near me when thou from out my father's house did lead me and make me thine. And thou art dead, and I more flung to slavery and the bread of shame and others over bitter seas. What knoweth she of evils like to these that dead Polyxena thou weepest for? There liveth not in my life any more the hope that others have, nor will I tell the lie to my heart that aught is well or shall be well. Yet oh, to dream were sweet. Thy feet have trod the pathway of my feet. Thy clear sorrow teacheth me mine own.
Lo, yonder ships. I ne'er set foot on one. The tales and pictures tell when o'er them breaketh a storm not all too strong to stem. Each man strives hard. The tiller grips the mast mans, the whole bailed to face it. Till at last too strong breaks the o'erwhelming sea and yields them up as broken men to fate in the wild waters. Even so, I and my many sorrows bear me low, nor curse, nor strive that other things may be. The great wave rolled from God hath conquered me. But oh, let Hector and the fates that fell on Hector's fleet weep for him ne'er so well, thy weeping shall not wake him. Honor thou the new Lord that is set above thee now. Make of thine own gentle piety a prize to lure his heart. So shalt thou be a strength to them that love us. And God knows, rear this babe among his foes to manhood and great aid for Ilion, so that stone upon stone may yet be laid and wrought again to a city. How thought to thought still beckons. But what minion of the Greek is this that cometh with new words to speak?
Spouse of the noblest heart that beat in Troy, Andromache, hate me not, 'tis not in joy I tell thee, but the people and the kings have with one voice.
What is it? Evil things are on thy lips.
'Tis ordered. This child. Oh, how can I tell her of it?
Doth he not go with me to the same master?
There is none in Greece shall there be master of thy son.
How? Will they leave him here to build again the wreck?
I know not how to tell thee plain.
Thou hast a gentle heart. If it be ill and not good, news thou hidest.
'Tis their will. Thy son shall die. The whole vile thing is set down.
Oh, I could have borne mine enemy's bed.
Speaking in the council of the host, Odysseus hath prevailed.
Lost. Forgive me, it is not easy.
That the son of one so perilous be not fostered on to manhood.
God may his own counsel fall on his own sons!
But from that crested wall of Troy be dashed and die. Nay, let the thing be done. Thou shalt be wiser for it. Nor cling so fiercely to him. Suffer as a brave woman in bitter pain. Nor think to have strength which thou hast not. Look about thee here. Canst thou see help or refuge anywhere? Thy land is fallen, and thy Lord. And thou, a prisoner and alone. One woman. Who canst battle against us? For thine own good, I would not have thee strive, nor make ill blood and shame about thee, nor move thy lips in silence there to cast upon the ships thy curse. One word of evil to the host, and this babe shall have no burial, but be tossed naked. Ah! Peace! Bear as best thou may war's fortune, so thou shalt not part thy ways, leaving this child unburied. Nor make the grapes be stern against thee, if thy heart be meek.
Madness, hate, red death, and every rotting poison of the sky. Zeus knows thee not, thou vampire, draining dry grease in the world. God hate thee, and destroy that with those beautiful eyes has blasted Troy and made the far-famed plains a waste withal. Quick! Take him! Drag him! Cast him from the wall! If cast he will tear him! He be space away!
welcome, child. But be that clasp of love outwearied. Walk thy ways with me, up to that crested tower, beyond thy father's walls, where they decree thy soul shall perish. Would God some other man might ply these charges, one of duller mold and nearer to the iron than I.
Oh, child of my mighty one outworn hours thou art. Cannot be done of deeds, cannot of pain be born to aid thee. Lo, this beaten head, lo, this bleeding bosom. These I but as gifts to thee. I can thus much. Woe for Troy and woe for thee. What fall yet laggeth ere we touch the last dead deep of misery?
In Salamis, filled with the foaming of billows and murmur of bees, old Telamon stayed from his roaming, long ago on the throne of the seas, looking out on the hills all ablating, enchanted were first in the earth, the graveling fruit of the maiden Athena had birth, a soft gray crown for a city beloved, a city of light. Yet he rested not there, nor had pity, but went forth in his might, where Heracles wandered, the lonely bow-bearer, and lent him his hands for the wrecking of one land only, of Ilion only, most hated of lands. Of the bravest of Pallas he made him a shipful in wrathful seas, and sailed the wide waters, and stayed him at last amid silver streets. The hope he flowed in the river, and the love was held in the strand, and he felt for his bow and his quiver the wrath of his hand. And the old king died, and the towers that Phoebus had builded did fall, and the wrath of his hand is a flame that devours red over all. And the fields and the woodlands they blasted long ago, yea, twice hath the sire uplifted his hand and downcast it on the wall of Zion, downcast it as a sword and as fire. In vain, all in vain, O thou in the wine jars golden, that movest in delicate joy. Ganymedes, child of Troy, the lips of the highest strain, the cup in thine hand upholden, and thy mother that bore thee, is wasted with fire and torn, and the voice of her shores is heard, wild as the voice of a bird. Through lovers and children before thee, crying and mothers outworn, ancient love, love of the garden given, love of the lords of the sky, how didst thou lift us high in Ilion? Yea, and above all cities as wed with heaven, for Zeus. Oh, leave it unspoken, but alas, for the love of the morn of the milk-white wing, the gentle, the earth-loving, that shineth on battlements broken, in Troy, and a people forlorn. And lo, in her bowers Plotinus, our brother yet sleeps as of old.
Oh, she too hath loved us and known us, and the steeds of her star-flashing gold stooped hither and bore him above us.
And blessed we the gods in our joy, when all that hath made them to love us hath perished from Troy.
How bright the face of heaven, and how sweet the air this day that layeth at my feet the woman that Nay, 'twas not for her I came, 'twas for the man, the cozener and thief that ate with me and stole away my bride. But Paris lieth this long day under the horse hoofs of the Greek, and around him all his land. And now I seek. Curse her! I scarce can speak the name she bears that was my wife. Here with the prisoners they keep her, in these huts among the hordes of numbered slaves. The host whose laboring swords won her have given her up to me to fill my pleasure. Perchance kill her, or not kill, but lead her home. Methinks I have foregone the slaying of Helen here in Ilion. Over the long seas I will bear her back. And there, cast her out to whatso rack of angry death they may devise, that know their dearest dead for her in Ilion. Oh, ye soldiers, up into the chamber where she croucheth, grip the long, blood-reeking hair and drag her to mine eyes. And when there come fair breezes, my long ships shall bear her home.
O thou deep base of the world, and thou high throne above the world, whoe'er thou art, unknown and hard of surmise, chain of things that be your reason of our reason. God, to thee I lift my praise. Sing the silent road ere the end be draw, that bringeth justice to all that breathe and dies.
Ha! Who is there that prayeth heaven, and in so strange a prayer?
I bless thee, Menelaus. I bless thee if thou wilt slay her. Only fear to see her visage, lest she snare thee and thou fall. She snareth strong men. She snareth tall cities, and fire from out her eateth up houses. Such magic hath she as a cup of death. Do I not know? Yea, and thou, and these that lie around, do they not know?
King Menelaus, thy first deed might make a woman fear. Into my chamber break thine armed men and lead me wrathfully. Methinks almost I know thou hatest me. Yet I would ask, what decree has gone forth for my life or death?
There was not one that scrupled for thee. All with one will gave thee to me, whom thou hast wronged, to kill.
And is it granted that I speak? In answer to them ere I die, to show I die most wronged and innocent?
I seek to kill thee, woman, not to hear thee speak.
Oh, hear her. She must never die unheard, King Menelaus. And give me the word to speak in answer. The wrong she hath wrought away from thee in Troy thou knowest not. The whole tale set together is a death too sure. She shall not escape thee.
'Tis but breath and time. For thy sake, Hecuba, if she need to speak, I grant her prayer. I have no heed nor mercy. Let her know it well. For her.
It may be that how false or true soe'er thou deem me, that I shall win no word from thee. So sore thou holdest me thine enemy. Yet I will take whatever words I think thy heart holdeth of anger, and in even part set my wrong and thy wrong and all that fell. She cometh first, who bare the seed and well of springing sorrow, when to life she brought Paris, and that old king who quencheth not quick in the spark, ere he woke to slay the firebrand's image. But enough. A day came, and Paris judged beneath the trees 3 crowns of life, 3 diverse goddesses. The gift of Pallas was of war, to lead his east in conquering battles and to make bleed the hearts of Hellas. Hera held a throne, if majesties he craved, to reign alone from Phrygia to the last realm of the west. And Cyprus, if he deemed her loveliest beyond all heaven, made dreams about my face, and for her grace gave me. Thus was I loved, and thus my love hath hope in Hellas. No fierce eastern crown is o'er your lands. No spear has cast them down. Oh, it was well for Hellas, but for me most ill. Caught up and sold across the sea for this, my beauty. Yea, dishonor it for that which would have been about my head a crown of honor. Ah, I see thy thought. The first deed plain, 'tis that I answer not. How in the dark out of thy house I fled. There came this seed of fire, this woman's seed came. Oh, a goddess great walked with him then. This Alexander, breaker down of men, this Paris, strength is with him. Whom thou, oh, false and light of heart, thou in thy room didst leave and spreadest sail for Cretan seas far, far from me. And yet, how strange it is. I ask not thee, I ask my own sad thought. What was there in my heart that I forgot my home and my land and all I loved to fly with a strange man? Surely it was not I, but Cyprus there. Lay thou thy rod on her, and be more high than Zeus, and bitterer, who o'er all other spirits hath his throne, but knows her chains must bind him. My wrong done hath its own pardon. One word thou hast, methinks, of righteous seeming. When at last the ground for Paris oped, and all was o'er, and her strange magic bound my feet no more, why fled not I to the Argive ships? Why kept I still his house? Ah, how I strove to fly! The old gate warden could have told thee all, my husband, and the watchers from the wall. It was not once they took me, with the rope tied and this body swung in the air to grasp its way towards thee from that dim battlement. Husband, still, how shall thy hand be bent to slay me? Nay, if right become at last, what shalt thou bring but comfort for pains past, and harbor for a woman storm-driven? A woman borne away by violent men, and this one birthright of my beauty, this that might have been my glory, lo, It is a stamp that God hath burned of slavery. Alas! And if thou cravest still to be as one set above gods, inviolate, 'tis but a fruitless longing holds thee yet. O Queen, think of thy children in thy land and break her spell. The sweet soft speech, the hand, the heart so fell, it maketh me afraid.
Meseems the goddess's first cry, mine aid against these live lips. Not Hera, nay, nor virgin Pallas seem I such low clay to barter their own folk. Argos in brave Athens to be trod down the Phrygian slave of her vain glory and a shepherd's prize on Ida. Wherefore should great Hera's eyes so hunger to be fair? She doth not use to seek for other loves, being wed with Zeus. And maiden Pallas, did some strange god's face beguile her, that she craved for loveliness, who chose from God one virgin gift above all gifts, and fleeth from the lips of love? Ah, deck not out thine own heart's evil springs by making spirits of heaven as brutish things and cruel. The wise may hear thee and guess all. And Cyprus must take ship, fantastical, sail with my son, and enter at the gate to seek thee. Had she willed it, she had sate at peace in heaven and wafted thee and all Amyclae with thee under Ilion's wall. My son was passing beautiful, beyond his peers, and thine own heart that saw and conned his face became a spirit enchanting thee. For all wild things that immortality have being are Aphrodite, and the name she bears in heaven is born and writ of them. Thou sawest him in gold and orient vest shining, and lo, a fire about thy breast leapt. Thou hadst fed upon such little things, pacing thy ways in Argos, but now wings were come. Once free from Sparta, and there rolled the Ilian glory like broad streams of gold to steep thine arms and splash the towers. How small, how cold that day was Menelaus' hall. Enough of that. It was by force my son took me, thou sayest, and striving. Yet not one in Sparta knew. No cry, no sudden prayer rang from thy rooms that night. Castor was there to see thee, then his brother, both true men, not yet among the stars, and after, when in thy track Argos in all its anguish and the rack of wrath, God, perchance men told me now the Greek prevails in battle. Then wouldst thou praise Menelaus, that my son might smart, striving with that old image in a heart uncertain still. Then Troy had victories, and this Greek was as naught. Always thine eyes watch fortune's eyes to follow hot where she led first. Thou wouldst not follow honesty, thy secret ropes. Thy body swung to fall far like a desperate prisoner from the wall. Who found me so? When wast thou taken? Hadst thou no sure rope, no sudden way of the sword that any woman honest-souled hath taken, loving her lord of old? Often and often did I charge thee, go, my daughter, go thy ways. My sons will know new loves. I will give thee aid and steal thee past the Argive watch. Give us peace at last. a word. Thou hast thy pride in Alexander's house, and oh, 'twas sweet to hold proud Easterns bowing at thy feet. They were great things to thee. And comest thou now forth, and hast decked thy bosom and thy brow, and breathest with thy lord the same blue air, thou evil heart! Shame! Shame at last, not glory for thy sin! So face it if thou canst! Lo, I have done. Be true, O king. Let Hellas bear her crown of justice. Slay this woman, and upraise the law forevermore. She that betrays her husband's bed, let she be judged and die.
Be strong, O king, and give judgment worthily for thee in thy great house. Shake off thy long reproach, not weak, but iron against the wrong.
Thy thought doth walk with mine in one intent. 'Tis sure her heart was willing when she went forth to a stranger's bed, and all her fair tale of enchantment. 'Tis a thing of air. Out, woman! There be those that think thee yet the stones. Go, meet them. So shall thy long debt be paid at last, and ere this night is o'er, thy dead face shall dishonor me no more.
Behold, mine arms are wreathed about thy knees. Lay not upon my head the fantasies of heaven. Remember all, and slay me not.
Remember them she murdered, them that fought beside me and their children, hear that prayer.
Peace, aged woman, peace. 'Tis not for her, she is as naught to me. March on before ye ministers, and tend her to the shore, and have some chambered galley set for her where she may sail the seas.
If thou be there, I charge thee, let her not set foot therein.
How? Shall the ship go heavier for her sin?
A lover once will always love again.
If that he love be evil, he will fain hate it. Howbeit thy pleasure shall be done, some other ship shall bear her, not mine own, thou counsellest very well. And when we come to Argos, then, oh then, some pitiless doom, well earned, black as her heart, one that shall bind once for all time the law on womankind of faithfulness. 'Twill be no easy thing, God knoweth. But the thought thereof shall fling a chill on the dreams of women, though they be wilder of wing, and loathe it more than she.
And hast thou turned to the altar of frankincense, and given to the Greek thy temple of Ilion?
The flame of the cakes of corn, is it gone from hence? The myrrh on the air and the wreathed towers gone? And Ida, dark Ida,
Where the wild ivy grows, the glen that runs as the summer broken snows.
and the rock, is it forgotten? Where the first sunbeam glows, the lit house most holy of the dawn?
The sacrifice is gone and the sound of joy, the dancing under the stars and the night-long prayer, the golden images and the moons of Troy, the 12 moons and the mighty names they bear. My heart
children still in the gate crowd and cry, a multitude desolate, voices that float and wait as the tears run dry. Mother, alone on the shore they drive me far from thee. Lo, the dip of the oar, the black hole on the sea. Is it the isle immortal Salamis waits for me? Is it the rock that broods over the sundred floods of Corinth, the ancient portal of Pelops' sovereignty?
Out in the waste of the foe, where rideth dark Menelaus. Come to us there, O white and jagged, with crashing of war blades and wild sea light, come, O thunder of God, and slay us, while our tears are wet for home. Out in the storm go we, slaves to our enemy.
God, may Helen be there, with mirror of gold, decking her face so fair, girl-like, and hear, and stare, and turn death cold. Never, never more again the haunt of her home to see, nor the sand of the Spartan shore, nor the tombs where her fathers be, nor Athena's bronze dwelling, nor the towers of Pitney. Her face was a dark desire upon Greece, and a shame like fire. And her dead are welling from red Samoas to the sea. Change on change. Yet each one racks this land with evil manifold. Unhappy wives of Troy, they bear the dead Astyonians, our friends. They have reached this hour, have hurled to death from Ilion's tower.
One galley Hecuba there lingereth yet, lapping the waves, as o'er the deep the seawards to Thessaly. The chief himself long since hath parted, and now goes the more in haste, bearing Andromache his prize. 'Tis she hath charmed these tears into mine eyes, weeping her fatherland, as o'er the waves she gazed, speaking words to Hector's grave. Howbeit, she prayed that due rites be done unto the burial of this babe, thine Hector's son, that now from Ilion's tower is fallen and dead. And lo, this great bronze-fronted shield, the dread of many a Greek, that Hector held in fray. Oh, never in God's name, so did she pray, be it borne forth into Peleus' hall, or in that dark bridal chamber, that the walls might hurt her eyes. But here, in Troy or throne, instead of cedar wood and vaulted stone, be this her child's last house. And in thine hands she bade me lay. To be swathed in bands of death and garments, such as she goes the more in haste with her master, and may no more be lain with this babe. Howbeit, so soon as he is garlanded and robed, we will heap earth above his head and lift our sails. See all be swiftly done as thou art bidden.
Set the great orb of Hector's shield there to lie on the ground. 'Tis bitter that mine eye should see it. Ye Argives, was your spear keen, and your heart so low and cold to fear this fate? It was a strange murder for brave men, for fear this babe someday might raise again his fallen land. Have you so little pride? When Hector fought, and thousands at his side, ye smote us and we perished. And now when all are dead and Ilion lieth below ye, drive this innocent. I deem it not wisdom, that rage of fear that hath no thought. What a dead man found me, little one. Hadst thou but fallen fighting, hadst thou known strong youth and love, and all the majesty of God like kings, then had he spoken of thee as one blessed. In any wise these days no blessedness. But now thine eyes have seen, thy lips have tasted, but thy soul no knowledge had of the whole rich life that lapped thee round, poor little child. Was it our ancient wall, our circuit pile, thy loving God so savagely had rent thy curls, these little flowers innocent that were thy mother's garden, where she laid her kisses? Here, just where the bone-edged fragrance white of blood. Oh, heaven! I will not see. The tender arms, the same dear mold have ye as his. And dear, proud lips, so full of hope and close forever. What false words ye said at daybreak when ye crept into my bed. Called me kind names and promised. Grandmother, when you are dead, I will cut close my hair and lead out all that the captains to ride by thy tomb. Why didst thou cheat me so? 'Tis I, old, homeless, childless, but for thee but shed cold tears, so young, so miserably dead. God hath not granted us wherewith to make much pie. All I can, I give thee, child of Troy. Oh, vain is man who glorieth in his joy and hath no sorrows, while to and fro the chances of the years dance like an idiot in the wind. And no man hath by any fortune his own glory won. Go, bring them. Such garments hazardous as these days leave. One woman, loathed of God, hath broke the door and robbed thy treasure house, and thy people trod down to death. Love these, who bear
bear the raven harvested from Ilion slain, to fold upon the dead.
No, not in pride for speeding of the cars beyond my peers. Not any shaft of war true aims the Phrygians use. Not any prize of joy nor splendor in men's eyes. Thy father's mother lays these offerings about thee, of the many fragrant things that were thine of old, but now no more, because of that one woman that hath robbed thy treasure house and trod thy people down to death. Glory of the Phrygian raiment, which my thought kept for some far-sought day with some far-sought queen of the East, folds thee forevermore. I make thee whole. I bind thy wounds, O little vanished soul. This wound, and this I heal with linen white. Oh, emptiness of head! Let the right be spoken. This, and nay, not I, but he, thy father far away shall comfort thee.
Menelaus, keeper of Priam's city. Let your torches sleep no more. Up! Fling the fire into our hearts. Then may we depart from Ilion and make peace at last in this evil place. And thee, so hath one word two faces. Stand, daughters of Troy, to hear upon thy crested wall the echoes of my master's trumpet call and signal breaks. Then onward to the seas, where the long ships lie waiting. And thee, O ancient woman, most unfortunate, follow. Odysseus' men have come to guide me. 'Tis to him thou goest for thrall.
Okay. And is it come, the end of all the very crest and summit of my days? I go forth from my land, and all its ways are filled with fire. Bear me, O aged feet, a little nearer. I must and greet my court down ere she fall. Farewell. Farewell, O thou whose breath was mighty on the swell of Boreas winds. Lo, the flame hath thee, and we thy children pass away to slavery. Quick, quick, to the flames. Oh, in thine agony, my Troy, mine own, take me to
Thou art drunken with thy misery, poor woman! Watch over her men, till it pleases Odysseus that she come! She was his lot, chosen from all and portioned! Lose her not!
Woe! Thou of the ages, wherefore fleest thou? Lord of the Phrygian father that made us.
'Tis we thy children shall know and aid us. 'Tis we thy children.
Seest thou
thing. Out on the smoke she goeth, and her name no man knoweth. The cloud is northward, southward. Troy is gone forever. Marty, heard ye? The crash of the towers that fall. All is gone.
The wrath of the earth and quaking, and a flood that sweepeth all, and passeth on. Farewell, O spirit gray.
Whatso is coming, fail not from under me.